I watched a video the other day about this guy who beat the world record for the longest paper airplane throw in history. Then I looked in the comments and saw things like, insane thing I had seen in my life. OMG, oh, how is this even possible? And, dude, this is just brilliant. I mean, this man is getting clout for throwing a paper airplane. I would never stoop to that level just for some stupid clout. Now, the first step in beating this record is making the perfect paper airplane. One that would go fast, but also be able to glide in the air for long periods of time. My original plan was just to steal the design that the last people used, but in the video when they showed the plane up close, it was actually blurred out. So I went to YouTube to find a solution, but there were countless different paper airplane designs that claimed to be the record holders. So my only option is to build a bunch of designs and test them all to see which one is the best. I started out by making a simple wide paper airplane out of construction paper, but that one didn't really cut it for me, so I started working on some more complex designs. I'm not the greatest at folding paper airplanes. So I brought in my brother because this is more his area of expertise. I made an easier design while my brother worked on the complex one. It took him a few attempts, but in the end it did turn out okay. And we had made 4 test planes: the Crate, the Pink Panther, the Carrot, and the Fighter Jet. First we tested the Crate, and it flew about 37 feet. Then we tested the Pink Panther, and it flew about 25 feet. And then we tested the Carrot, and it went about 36.5 feet. And then it was finally time to test the Fighter Jet. Yeah, it flew 19 feet. We did some further testing and we found that the Crate was consistently performing the best out of all the planes. So that was going to be our plane of choice. Now the only rules for this record that I found was that you were only allowed to use 1 sheet of paper and it was allowed to have 1 small piece of tape. I never found any rules that said anything about using a hill or an incline to your advantage. But I did notice in the video when the plane lands, it lands on a running track. Which shouldn't mean anything, but if you've ever been to a running track, you would notice that they do have a slight incline to them. That means that the record was not held on 100% flat ground, so it's 100% legal to use a hill to your advantage. I created 2 more versions of the Crate plane, one with construction paper and one with printing paper. Then I did some finalizing research to see how you could tweak your plane to make it fly farther. Now as you can tell from the clips being shown right now, I may have slightly sprained my shoulder because of a dirt bike accident, but don't worry, I'm okay. My brother's here to fill my place. Anyways, I made a final plane with all the knowledge that we had acquired. It would be the one to carry us to victory. We scouted for a good hill to use for leverage, then we began throwing. Frick. As we were throwing, multiple problems occurred. One was that the wind was forcing the plane in the opposite direction, so it was kind of hard to find a good time window where the wind wasn't blowing so that we could actually throw it. And also the fact that me and my brother weren't professional paper airplane throwers like some of these other guys that hold records. But in the end, my brother did really well, and he ended up getting a throw that went 90 feet. But at that moment, we had reached the peak of our ability. This whole process made me realize that, in life, some things are just out of your control. Even if you try your hardest to achieve something. But the one thing to remember is to always keep your head up. Thanks for watching.